I'm joined now by Geoff Duncan, former Republican lieutenant governor in Georgia, who is now running for governor as a Democrat. Thank you so much for joining me, Lieutenant Governor Duncan. Really appreciate it.
Yeah, glad to be here.
I'm going to get to your race in just a second, but I want to start with some news out of your state. The current governor of Georgia, Brian Kemp, said this afternoon that he's calling a special session in June to consider redrawing the state's legislative maps in 2028. Of course, there's been a big back and forth over redistricting. What is your reaction to hearing that? Would you support such an effort?
It's a huge step in the wrong direction for our state and for our country. At the end of the day, all you have to do is listen to these Republicans that are running for office, run and grab a microphone and just talk about the immediate desire to racially gerrymander these districts. They couldn't even wait for the ink to dry on the Supreme Court case last week. It's troubling to see the home of the civil rights movement kind of take on this mantle of dismantling the Voting Rights Act in a way that does not represent democracy. I mean, at the end of the day, Republicans are wrong. They continue to try to shrink the size of the voting universe to shape the outcome of an election. And here's a novel idea. If you want to win an election, just do a better job. Don't support a president that's trying to bankrupt our country and trying to bankrupt our state. Support somebody that really wants to meet people's needs like affordability, health care, and the other issues that are on top of mind.
Well, of course, Democrats are trying to counter what is happening in some of these red states by redistricting in blue states, like California, for example. Do you support those efforts in blue states to pick up new Democratic seats?
I mean, Donald Trump knew exactly what he was doing when he picked a fight starting in Texas and just started trying to usurp democracy. And it's a catch-22, right? I'm one of those traditionalists that think the Constitution knew what it was talking about when it wanted to do this every 10 years. As governor, I want to stand up and pass a constitutional amendment at the state level to make this an every 10-year process, to not gerrymander districts in between just for shallow political reasons. It's wrong.
Let me ask you about your race now. You are running as a Democrat. How do you convince Democrats in your crowded field to vote for you over Keisha Lance Bottoms, for example, who is the former mayor of Atlanta?
I've lived pretty out loud for the last 6+ years. I not only stood up to Donald Trump when it mattered the most here in Georgia, but I've been, working with Democrats for years. Stacey Abrams on rural hospital tax credit legislation, passing hate crimes legislation, standing up to a sitting president that tried to steal an election, civil unrest issues. I've been doing this out loud, and also writing a number of opinion columns over the years. So I think Democrats see me as the best possible chance to win this election. I think I am absolutely not only going to show up and win a primary, but win a general election. But then most importantly, Kristen, is we have to govern well. I think that's the most important thing for Democrats is once we get this power, we can't just let it go to our heads like Republicans have. We've got to go govern well. We got to go share our ideas with better health care by expanding Medicaid, by passing common sense gun legislation. I haven't lost my mind switching parties. I've actually found my heart.
Well, as you know, polls show that Keisha Lance Bottoms is actually ahead right now. How do you catch up and surpass her by Tuesday? Do you have enough time to win?
Well, fortunately for the law in Georgia, we don't have to do it by Tuesday. It's going to go to a runoff. So Keisha Lance Bottoms is probably going to cap out in the high 30s. I see myself coming in the high teens, low 20s in a solid second place. And then we'll go to a 4-week sprint and just compare resumes, right? I've got a resume to run on. She's got a resume to run on. I think some Georgians have some serious concerns about her leadership as mayor of the city of Atlanta, just like some folks have some concerns about me being a former Republican. But, folks can find out more at duncanforgeorgia.com if they want to have more information about where I stand on the issues.
You're talking about the issues. Let me ask you about one that has been in the spotlight this week, in particular, the gas tax. There's a lot of talk about potentially suspending the federal gas tax. Governor Brian Kemp suspended Georgia's gas tax almost 2 months ago, but that's set to expire next Tuesday, actually, on primary day. If you were to be elected, would you reinstate a gas tax holiday?
I would continue to keep the gas tax off. Actually, in the state legislature years ago, when I was a state representative, I voted against the gas tax. But yeah, I mean, look, state of Georgia didn't pick this fight that's taken our gas prices and our oil prices around the world in skyrocketing places. Donald Trump did. If we want to fix this crisis, then Donald Trump needs to say he made a mistake and he didn't calculate the end game. And he needs to start falling on the sword, bring these troops back home, or figure out how to open up that Strait of Hormuz. But Donald Trump doesn't care about people. He doesn't care about affordability issues. He doesn't care about people not having health insurance. He cares about the person that stares back at him in the mirror in the mornings. You know, Donald Trump is not for America. He's not for Georgia. He's for himself and his family. And that's as obvious as the day is long. And I'm seeing Republicans left and right come our way on this campaign trail because I think they're seeing what I've already seen. And that's Donald Trump as a selfless decision maker. And at the end of the day, he's the worst decision this country's ever made.
Let me ask you about the broader political environment right now. Republican Secretary of State Brad Raffensperger, who resisted pressure from President Trump to overturn the results of the 2020 election and is now running for governor, said yesterday that there was an active threat at a campaign event that he had planned earlier this week. Do you worry about the risk of political violence in Georgia and elsewhere in this heated political environment?
Unfortunately, I do. I mean, my family has been at the epicenter of it for years. I mean, just because I wasn't willing to lie about an election like Donald Trump wanted to, my family got death threats. We had state troopers outside our house. Our kids couldn't go to school for weeks on end. I mean, like, we've paid the price too. And it's unfortunate. But when you have a sitting president that's willing to fan the flames of conspiracy theories and to create a mob mentality that essentially at the end of the day is just a Ponzi scheme. Donald Trump runs a Ponzi scheme and it's falling apart by the day.
Final question to you. Do you see any scenario where you could return to the Republican Party at some point?
I don't. The Republican Party, that ship has sailed. My heart has changed. And look, a number of these issues, I didn't have the political courage like so many folks in office don't. I knew common sense gun legislation made all the sense in the world. I'm never going to turn around on that. I know expanding Medicaid makes all the sense in the world, and we should never send somebody to the hospital without health insurance. I'm a proud Democrat with a great toolkit to serve the needs of 11 million Georgians, and I can't wait to be their governor.
All right. Former Lieutenant Governor Geoff Duncan, thank you so much. Be safe. We will be watching your race closely. Really appreciate your joining us.
Thank you.
We thank you for watching. And remember, stay updated on breaking news and top stories on the NBC News app or watch live on our YouTube channel.